We'll be starting in just a second, folks. Just give me a minute to get going here. I'm just getting started. Just give me 1 second, folks. Okay. All right. All right. Let's put the camera on. Let's get this party started, shall we? All right. Let's say good morning to everybody. Oh, there I am. My camera is on. All right. We got, let's see, got there. Oh, okay. We got Keith. We got Devin, Ivano, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Tony, CJ. Good morning, everybody. Deanna, High Grounder, Steve, Mr. Dragon Don is here. Robert, Dave, Cheese Grate Trader, David, Mr. Koopa, Mind, Al. We got Brendan in the house. We got Scotty. We got John. We got Lloyd. We got Harold. We got Rihanna, Forrest, Delbert, Raj, Hefe's here. Manuel, Stacy, Walter, John. Javad is in the house. James, George, Donna, Vernon, Bernie the Bear. Randy's here. Got the whole mishpucha here. Vernon, Randy, Keith, Dave, Gregory, Yuri. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. Francisco's here. Good morning from Barcelona. Good morning, Francisco. Good to see you. Thank you for being here from such a long distance. That's fantastic. We got Mark, Bullrider, Ivan. Good morning, Ivan. Good morning, Cam. Good to see you here. Always good to see Cam. We got Sin, Elaine, Catherine, Afa Diaz. Good morning, Afa Diaz. Good to see you. Illinois Grain Farmer. Good to see you as well. We got Mr. 007, Scorp 007 here. Love that. Greg, Charlene, Stan. We got Sandy here. We'll see, Sandy. We're going to find out right now, right? We're going to get to the bottom of all of it in a few minutes. We got Wade, Ernest, Richard, Charlie, Dave, Frank, Gary, Eduardo, Whitco, Don, Gregory, Captain Beef is here. Good morning, Captain Beef. I didn't hear from you yesterday. Hopium, Don, Steve, Bob. Yeah, Bob, so sorry about what you're going through right now. So sorry about what you're going through. I mean, just really, really sucks. But things will get better. My deepest condolences to you and your family, Bob. Let's give everybody a big thumbs up and a good luck to Bob. He just had a loss in his family, and he's still here every day, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Bob. And if there's anything I could do or any of us can do, please let us know. William, good morning. Richard, Brian, good morning. We're going to talk about oil today, Brian. Mark is here. We got Perogoshian here, Sapster, Julio, Romel, Matt. We got Henry. We got Hopium Addict. Minnesota Matt is here. Brendan. John, Richie's here. Junior. Hey, Junior. Good to see you. Mulgendra Media. Mulegen. I can't read that. Tony, Don, Jill. Good morning. Good morning, Jill. Paul, Mr. Goose is here. Rick, Rayner's here. Kevin. Good morning, Kevin. Charlie's here. Adam, Oscar, Jeff, Kevin, Mr. Costa Blanca, Acme football kicker. Ladon is here. Good morning, Ladon from Vancouver. Russ is here. Kevin is here. Dan is here. Mr. Football Kicker is here. Michael is here. Texas Kirk is here. Gordon, Jason. We got a lot of people here. That's what we got. Let's see here. I lost my place. We got Mr. Low IQ Johnny. We got Robert, Frank, Jason, Ladorsky, Casey, Kevin, Matt, Daryl, Jody, Delbert, Richie. We got a lot of people here, a lot of folks. And again, Bob, I'm so sorry about what you're going through. Bob's been going through this for a few months now, and it's been really, really bad. I didn't want to say anything here live. Bob asked me not to, and I respected that. But now that he said it, we can talk about it. Really, really sorry about your loss. It's horrible, horrible. All right, let's talk about price action, okay? Let's talk about price action. All right. Oh, by the way, speaking of price action, as you could see, Clyde is getting ready. Clyde is getting ready for Iraq in case he gets drafted. Hey, Joel. Hey, Sean. Good morning to you. Sean, you sent me an email this morning or last night, really being puzzled by DoorDash. You were really puzzled how they came out with earnings and the stock price this morning doesn't match the earnings. And my answer to your email, I was really perplexed because you come here every single day. I see you here every single day, and you've been coming here for over a year and a half. And I keep saying that earnings are the most unforeseeable event that happens. We don't know how the market is going to react. We don't know how the investors is going to react. We don't know what they're going to say, and we don't know what the after effect is. Now, I've been saying the same thing for actually, I've been saying the same thing for 10 years now, but I've been telling it to you every day, literally every day for years, and your email sounds like it's a surprise. So my question to you is, folks, did you guys not get the memo of me saying, please don't ever trade earnings? The worst risk you can have, the worst risk to reward you can have is on earnings. That all of these options imply the move ahead of time, like DoorDash implied a 13% move ahead of time. The fact that earnings that it's a binary event. Let me ask you guys, how many times have you heard me say that? 1,000. I'm not joking right now. Maybe 1,000 times. Time spreads or no soup, right? Right. That's the only way to trade them because they're unpredictable. You can't. So my question to you is there something that I'm not saying? Is there something that I'm not saying? Is there something? No. That's the whole point. That it's unpredictable and we don't know what's going to happen. That is the entire point. Okay, John says I've said it a million times. That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. Sean, you may want to pay attention. Please. I mean, I was reading your email and I was like, is this guy like new here or something? He comes here every single day. So please, if you're going to send me an email asking me a question, at least ask me a question that I don't necessarily talk about every single day that we're here during earnings season. Yes, Sean, earnings are unpredictable. You could never trade earnings. You don't know what's going to happen. Okay? All right. I don't mean to pick on you. I just want to make sure you understand that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. So let's talk about the market now. Now that I got that out of my system, let's talk about the market. NASDAQ is down about 80 points. That's very insignificant. Right? Good morning, Todd, Gregory. I mean, I tell you guys, please, good morning, Mary, Joe. I tell you guys, please don't trade earnings. The biggest sucker play on Wall Street is trading earnings. Implied volatility gets priced into the option. The move only happens 20% of the time at best. And we don't know what the announcement is going to be. We don't know how Wall Street will react to it. We don't know how the next day reaction will be. And more importantly, we don't know how the options will be. So to say that you're gambling would be like the biggest understatement of the decade if you trade earnings, okay? You're taking a gamble. And I've said that. You go over it all the time. Yes, I do. Yes, we do. And then I got an email from a guy who comes here every day, surprised about earnings on DoorDash. I mean, like, am I not getting through to you or something? Okay. Data today, jobless claims. Good morning, Dr. Luke, excuse me. Jobless claims is what we need to look at. As we all know, we're expecting the number to be in the low 200,000s. If you're already holding the stocks, you get out of it before earnings. As I keep telling you over and over and over again, don't stay in a stock during earnings. I just don't know how many times to say the same thing over and over again. You even told people if they ever do make money on earnings trade, you should give the money away so you never. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying. Yes, thank you, Richie. Oh my God, like people are actually making sense. Thank you. I'll just leave it alone and let you guys explain it. You are being a sucker to the market maker when you trade earnings. The market maker already adjusts the price right here. Look, this move was already implied in DoorDash before earnings came out. I wrote this to you. I gave this to you on Tuesday. Okay. 13.3%. That was already priced in DoorDash. Okay. All right. Sorry, folks. I sometimes I have to, crack the whip. But anyhow, Clyde is ready for war. He's ready for war. All right. So jobless claims is the big news. I'm going to make a huge prediction right now. It's going to be a huge prediction. My prediction is going to be that it's going to be in the low 200,000s, like it's been in the last 10 years. That's my prediction. Okay. And then we have some delayed data. I don't think the delayed data is going to be very impactful. Although yesterday the Fed pulled a good rabbit out of their, their butt. And we have Goolsby speaking, and we have petroleum status report. This report will be pretty important right now because energies are in play. Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Time spreads. Time spreads. When you're selling the earnings trade, not buying the earnings trade. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So that's that. Bond market. Remember, I told you that I expect the bond market to come back down, that this is too much. This was flight to quality. We don't really need it right now with the market being really strong. I expect this to come down to the 8-day right here, about the 100-day. Okay. Right here, right there. Um, and folks, if you're just coming in here right now, I'm going to have a really good session for you guys today. Please make sure it's at the office, Bob. It's at the office. Make sure you're watching at 1080p. Okay, 1080p. And if you guys benefit from this, and when I mean benefit, I mean you actually pay attention to what I say. Please give us one thumbs up. Okay. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Appreciate it and appreciate you. And I totally understand if you got other stuff that but anyway, we really appreciate you, Bob. That's all I'm going to say. Speaking of appreciation, I have an amazing session. We had so many people ask about data, about oh my goodness, Trading Zone Live yesterday, and we have 15 spots left. And I'm going to do another day trading session. I'm going to talk about levels. I'm going to talk about implied volatility. I'm going to talk about maybe some live trades today. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a fun session. Okay. Yeah, we have 15 spots left actually. And that's that. So I'm going to do it again today. There's the link to the Telegram channel where I always post goodies for you every morning, and I'm going to start doing it again in about a second. So, and here's Customer Service Live, and I'm hoping Cam and Gustavo can tell us what's on the agenda today. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. So bond market is coming down, folks. I wouldn't pay too much attention about regarding this downside in the bond market, and I'll tell you why. This was an overreaction to the stock market breaking down, and now that the stock market seems to be back above the 100-day line, and the mags are above the 200, this seems to be cooling off. So this is more of a cool off effect. Yes, he killed it again yesterday. He keeps killing it. That holding a highly positive position into earnings turn into large loss, the market is always right. Absolutely, Tony. It's only what I've been trying to tell you forever. I know. I was reading it last night. Hassett is pissed because you know why? Because it's true. Americans are eating 90% of those tariffs. And by the way, I've been saying that to you for as long as I can remember. Just be honest and say we're paying for them. Just be straight. Don't bullshit people. There's nothing worse than turning people than assuming people are suckers. Like we're paying for it, okay? We know we are. Stop playing around with it. Just say we need it, fine, but we're paying for it, okay? Be honest with people. Don't bullshit them. All right. US dollar is finally starting to move. Remember, tomorrow we may have the announcement from the Supreme Court. And also US dollars reacting to Iran. This is actually pretty positive. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you who should be disciplined. Hassett should be disciplined. Dumbasses. Anyways, um, right here. So I'm looking for this to trade above the 100 right here. That's what I want to see. Okay. Okay. That's what I want to see right there. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, Spice coming off. QQQ's coming off right now. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, we're going to talk about all this. We have a lot to talk about today. Oh, vey. Jack, there's a difference between something being helpful and telling who's paying for it. It's yes, 200 billion dollars is very helpful but Americans paid for it, not foreigners. That's the point. You understand? Okay, good. You're missing the whole point, Jack. Okay. Crude oil. Crude oil is moving up as a result of this. All right. Yeah, let's move on already. Uh, Crude oil is moving higher as a result of this. Gold. Gold is still doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Let's see if silver's doing anything. Stuck. Remember what I told you? Sometimes when we get stuck right below an average, we consolidate here and then start coming up. The longer we stay here, the longer I believe that's going to happen, which means this is the area right here. This is the area right here. Good morning, Armin. Good morning. Right here. And we need to break above 84. We need to break above 84 to get on this side. And then we have to start filling in this gap, which is at 92. And I'm not seeing that in the near term. Not seeing that. Not seeing that at all. I think we're going to continue consolidating. Okay. All right. Bitcoin. Still consolidating near the bottom. The longer we consolidate here, the higher the odds that we're going to continue falling. This has to be digested. That's what's happening right now. Okay. This has to be digested. That's happening right now. Okay. China. What is China doing? China's right at the 200-day moving average. Remember, they're still closed or we're getting their overnight session, but whatever it is, they're not doing great. And if you look at it on a longer term basis, this trend line is declining and we're at the 200, and this is not great. This is not a great place to be. Not a great place to be at all. Okay, this declining wedge is not really great for us. Or this flag, this is not great at all. If we go to war with Iran, energy stocks were going to go up. Anything with natural materials, industrial, and defense stocks like RTX, LMT, yeah, defense stocks, Stacy, are the ones that are on my watch list today. If we can ever get to it, I've got a couple on my watch list. All right, folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please, please, please make sure you're tuned in. We have a lot of people here today. Please make sure you're tuned in to 1080p and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video, if this is educational for you. Yes, RTX, exactly what I just said. All right, let's talk about stock market. Let's break this down. Let's break all this down here. So far, again, industrial stocks are leading. Industrial, not infotech, not communication services. Those days are over. And it looks like, and it looks to me like energy wants to start leading. And it looks to me like basic materials want to start leading. You could see it right here. But look at this. This is moving down, and basic materials and energy are moving up. Okay. Thank you, Hopi Matic. Thank you very much. All right. So that is looking good so far. Okay, what about volatility? Remember, I told you yesterday, or 2 days ago, the fact that we couldn't get back up here is a really good sign. Now we're coming down, and now this is coming up. I want to see this right here. I want to see today's session at or below 18 and a half before the market is done. Okay, we got uh, we have a lot of downside potential, which is good. I want to see this filling up. I don't want this coming back up here. The fact that we couldn't take out this high is a really good thing, but I want to see this breaking down. Okay. By the way, if you're just coming in here, more day trading, more day trading. We killed it yesterday once again. I think we were up now 25 or 26 points in the last 2 days. We're going to talk about that, more of that at noon today. People want more info on that, and I'm going to give it to you. Here's Telegram channel. I'm going to be posting things in just a second. And here's Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. And they might have already told us what they're going to be talking about today, but I'm not sure. Um, all right, let's continue. All right, put the call ratio. Put the call ratio. Looks like we're starting to get into the call side. This is good. We're still in the middle, but we're running away from the fear of the bulls. That's really good. So let me post this for you guys, okay? In the main Telegram channel. I'm going to post this in the main Telegram channel. Here you go. All right. Okay. And by the way, wars don't make markets go down. Credit crunches do. Just so you guys know. Stock markets love wars. Wars make money. Stock markets do not like credit crunches. Okay. I want you to write this down and put this on your wall. Okay. Stock markets love wars. They don't like credit crunches. Okay. A lot of companies become very wealthy during wars. Put to call ratio is showing that call buyers are stepping in a bit yesterday. Okay, that's the put the call ratio. All right. So that's the put the call ratio. Let me give you the volatility here. I tried to write this for you guys so you have it here. By the way, all of this nonsense about tariffs and all, none of this is going to help us make any money. So let's just push it aside. The only reason why I brought it up was because of that article. My wife sent it to me at 10 o'clock yesterday. Here, we want volatility to come down here. Okay. We want volatility come down to the bottom of the black line below. See arrow. Okay. Trying to be as clear as possible with you. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Harley. Invasion, war, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's an invasion, not a war. But you guys know. You guys know what I'm saying. Let's not mince words. Okay. What about momentum levels? Let's see. And this is something I've been showing you already for a few days right now. Look at the stocks making 20-day highs. There's 142, which is fine. Look at the number of stocks making 20-day lows. You know, I was looking for shorts today to give you. I was looking for shorts to give you today. I barely was able to find 3 shorts. 3 shorts. Look at the 90-day lows. 25. Folks, there is zero momentum to the downside. Here, I found another one actually. There's no momentum to the downside. Look, let me show you something. These are all the stocks. There's 25 stocks out of 6,000 stocks. There's 25 stocks making 3-month lows right now. Look at all of them. I mean, look at all of them. This is it. This is it. The entire stock market. This is it. This is it. This is it. There's nothing more than that. And the best ones are on my watch list. Okay, out of these, 5 out of these, there's no momentum to the downside right now. Naples fan, earnings came out. Earnings. Remember my lecture just now, how earnings are unpredictable, how you could never figure out what they're going to come out as, and more importantly, you don't know how Wall Street is going to react to it. Earnings came out on Wall Street this morning. Earnings. Remember, I always tell you, don't trade earnings unless you do time spreads. Otherwise, you're a sucker. I'm going to repeat it again for the 100th time. So there's not a lot of momentum to the downside right now. There's no momentum to the downside right now. Let's look at sectors. Let's see what sectors are leading or lagging. Well, look, semiconductors are back up here, but most of the technology is still down here. You got your communication, you got your tech, you got your consumer discretionary, you got your QQQ. I want to see these come up, but I also am noticing something interesting. Financials are now down here. Dow Jones is now down here. A week ago, they were all up here. So I'm hoping that the semiconductor will start more upside in these sectors. We need communication, consumer discretionary, QQQ, and industrial to be higher up. I do like the fact that retail is coming up, that industrial is up here, and semiconductors. What I don't like is utilities and energy is leading right now. That's defensive. Okay. Not a lot of downward momentum means we don't have much downside. There's nothing causing downside. There's not a lot of stocks causing downside as of last night. Look, 52-week lows, 18 stocks. Look at this. This is so folks, let me show you the scan, okay? Let me show you, that's right, Mark, you should be. Let me show you this. This is stocks that reached a 52-week low. That's a 1-year low. The price of the stock is between $10 and $5,000. And the volume is over 300,000 a day, which is just any large cap stock. And it's not an ETF. And our list gives us 18 stocks. 18 stocks. Just to give you an idea, a typical number is 150, 200, 120, not 18. There's no stocks breaking down. These are the only stocks making one-year lows. This is it right here. This is it. When I say this is it, I mean this is it. So there's not a lot of momentum to the downside. Now, can it increase? Yes, it can, but it hasn't so far. We haven't seen downside here. We haven't seen, we don't have downside momentum. We just don't have any downside momentum. So that's why I haven't been shorting anything. Because a friend of mine, I told you, shorted Wendy's and Upwork the other day. They were like this, and then the stocks bounced back up like that. So I'm telling you right now that there's just not a lot of momentum to the downside right now. Okay? There's just not a lot of momentum to the downside right now. You can interpret it any way you want, but there just isn't much. And put the call ratios starting to favor the call side, and volatility is not coming back up here. It seems like it wants to come back down here. So to me, I'm just not seeing the nasty bearishness. If anything, I'm seeing choppy sideways trading action, but not bearishness. All right. Let's talk catalysts. What are our catalysts? Does anybody want to give us catalysts? Minnesota Matt and a couple of others. Do you guys want to come in heavy? Give us catalysts. Meanwhile, I'll start reading this, okay? Potential conflict between U.S. and Iran dampen sentiment. And you're right, it's not a war. It's just us. It's not a war, technically. It's us attacking them. But I just like to say intervention, conflict, war, All right, Minnesota Mats come in heavy. Consumer discretionary, consumer staples, industrial, energy, utilities. Yes, you got utilities. Yes. Charlie says Fed, industrial, infotech. Energy, utilities, consumer staples, consumer discretionary. Where did you get the infotech? Guys, where are you getting the infotech? That's the only one I'm missing. All right, jobless claim came in very very surprising number. Very surprised. I'm extremely surprised by this number. To be quite honest with you, I'm shocked that the number is uh, exactly where we thought it would be in the low 200,000. You see what I mean? It never fails. Low 200,000s. Goes up to 225, 230, and then comes right back down. Survey says revised to 220, now revised to 219, 206. Absolutely no issues with unemployment, according to this report. All right, let's see what EPAM is not a S&P 500 stock. As far, maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. Maybe I'm crazy. Stranger things have happened before. Nope, they're right. Minnesota Matt, they got us today. They got us. Who was this? Charlie got us both days in Minnesota Matt. He got us yesterday and he got us today. Good job, Charles. Good job. Good job, my man. Good job. And then Walter, you got them, but not all of them. Charlie, actually, Minnesota Matt, you and I missed Infotech. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, me too. I missed it too. That's why it's nice to have a couple of people here. Belfast John, I would prefer you use the format that Minnesota Matt and Charles is using. And this is the second or third time that Charles finds something that Minnesota and I couldn't find. All right. All right. Make sure it's in the S&P 500, Belfast John. It's got to be in the S&P 500. Okay? Yeah, Richie, I'm shocked too. I'm very, very shocked. Yes, thank you, Charles. Thank you for helping us out. Big thumbs up for Charles and Minnesota Matt, who does a great job every day. Good morning, Lucas. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so let's continue. Let's now talk about our catalysts, right? Conflict, military intervention. Wall Street reports show the U.S. has assembled largest air power presence in the Middle East since 2003. I'm not really concerned in terms of the stock market. I'm not really concerned about it 1%. Okay. The head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog warned on Thursday that window for diplomacy is closing. Price of crude oil is above 66. Watch crude oil. Watch crude oil. Oh, look at this. So let me just so on Tuesday we had a lot of negative sentiment towards AI, but yesterday we had really positive sentiment towards AI, and today we have again negative sentiment towards AI. Alexander, does it really change every single day? So today, is it going to be positive tomorrow or is it going to be negative tomorrow? This everyday sentiment, it doesn't change every day. It changes maybe once every 3 months, 2 months. So on Tuesday, we had negative sentiment towards AI. And on Wednesday, we had positive sentiment towards AI. And today we have another negative sentiment towards AI. So much has changed in the last 48 hours, folks, with AI. Nothing changed, okay? All right. Nothing changed at all. But I mean, I love the drama, you know? I love the drama. Thank you, Belfast John. Thank you. Investors now await new round of U.S. economic data, federal officials, earnings report from Walmart, which has already been released this morning and is not looking pretty. And if you're going to ask me why Walmart is down, I'm just going to start pulling hair out of my head. Okay. Yesterday, chip stocks had good sentiment, but yet today is now renewed caution. But yesterday, do you see why reading this will just make you want to pull your hair out? Charts don't make you do that, okay? Most chip stocks advanced, Micron rising more than 5%. We happen to be long Micron in the pit, and I did not take profits yesterday. I'm holding out for more. Applied Materials ran up. Palantir got upgraded. Look for an upside for 2 days. PanW slumped. They had bad full adjusted guidance. That's okay, Becky. Good morning. Good morning. By the way, folks, if you're just coming in here right now, here's the link to the VIP room. More day trading goodies for all of you today. Here's the link to Telegram channel. where I'm going to post some goodies in a few minutes. Let me see something here. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. From 10 to 1 every day. If you have questions, they've got answers. They will answer every question you may have. Good morning, Peanuts. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, Bob, folks, if you're just coming in here right now, give us a thumbs up. It would help right here, one time. It will increase our viewership according to Google and make us more popular. Although we have over 1,600 people watching this show every day now. Okay, so economic data on Wednesday showed U.S. durable goods stronger than expected. That's good. Housing starts rose to a 5-month high. That's fantastic. That's really, really good. Industrial production rose higher than expected. The minutes from the now, folks, this is where it's time for you guys to really say, "Uh-oh." The minutes from the open market committee released on Wednesday showed that several policymakers suggested that central bank may have to raise rates if inflation remains above target. I'm going to read that to you again. Several policymakers suggested the central bank may have to raise rates, not lower rates, raise rates if inflation remains above target. Okay? All right. Just throwing it out there, okay? They should not be lowering rates right now, okay? Under any circumstances. U.S. futures have priced in a 94% chance that there's not going to be a rate cut in March. I told you that I believe the soonest one we're going to have is going to be in July. And I'm hoping that inflation finally gets down to our levels so that we don't have to raise rates so we could lower them. But right now, there's no reason to lower rates. Today, we're looking at jobless claims, which have already been came out. And I am so shocked that they're in the low 200,000s. I'm just shocked. I'm speechless. Yes, I'm being very sarcastic. Philadelphia manufacturing will be closed watch today. Let's see when that comes out. Um, did this come out already? Internet. Oh, it came out better than expected. 16.6. Okay. Look at that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, so they're looking, yeah, that's the number was actually pretty good. That's a pretty good number right there. And we have pending home sales. Let me see what time that comes out. That is pretty important too. I like pending home sales. That comes out at 10 o'clock. And by the way, the manufacturing index that just came out, the jobless claims, and the pending home sales, they're not going to be delayed. They're not delayed. It's just so you guys know, they're not delayed. Okay. All right. All right. Let's continue. Okay. Crude oil is going to be released today. We have Fed speakers speaking today. We have earnings coming out on Walmart, DE. That's an industrial stock right here. Newmont, folks, gold. Copart, all of these are coming out today. Europe is down 0.83, not really giving us tailwind. The geopolitical tension, they usually take aggression foreign countries pretty seriously in Europe. Iran is very close to there. Japan closed higher today overnight, tracking Wall Street. And China is still closed. They're going to be open again on the 24th. They're closed for a while. That may be lower because of the weather. Maybe. Okay, Magnificent Seven is slightly lower today. Carvana is lower today. These car companies, Carvana and Avis Car, they're just doing horrific today. I wonder if this is going to spill into regular car sales. I don't think it will, but just something to keep an eye on. And DoorDash, let's see where DoorDash is now. DoorDash is now up. Hold on a second. DoorDash is now down 6% right here. You can see it right here. 6%. And don't ask me why, because of earnings. Could you share the URL for the report you're currently viewing? This report? Oh, here, let me show you. It's right here. Guys, this if you go to bar charts, it's always this report right here. Here. I'll post it for you, but it's always the cover of bar chart. And Alexander, the guy who writes it, he updates it throughout the day. Okay? But this is the report right here. This is the report. It's always the cover of bar chart. It's always this report right here. Just go to bar chart. It's free and just click this button right here. I posted it for you guys, okay? There you go, Jack. You can have it right there. And so yeah, so you could see right here, it climbed 10%, and then they talked, and then well, it's not up 10% anymore. It's down now. Okay, so just FYI, it's down now. And please don't send me emails being so surprised that DoorDash is down. Okay, I mean earnings. All right. So we talked about momentum levels here. We talked about the volatility here. We talked about the put to call ratio. SPY. Let's now talk about charts. Okay. Yeah, Sebastian's right. You can get it emailed to you every morning. They'll email it to you every single morning if you'd like. And I read the same report every morning. It gives me a good analysis of what to expect. Okay. So S&P 500. Roger, how come you're slow to put on trades right now? How come you're so slow to put on trades? Because we're sitting between the 100 and the 50-day moving average, and we can't seem to get it up. I want us to trade here above this level. Let me post this for you. This is why there's no momentum in the market right now. You understand? Here, I'm going to post this for you. So here, let me post this for you. Okay? So look, pinched between here and here. Look, this is why we haven't had many trades last few days. We pinched. Okay? There's no momentum. No momentum. And there's only 100 something stocks taking out the upside too. So there's not that much momentum to the upside either. Just FYI. Okay, QQQ. We're right at the 8-day moving average and we're finding resistance there. If that's the case, the next level is coming back down here. Okay. I really don't like what I'm seeing right now. Here. QQQ. QQQ can't seem to get above the 8-day EMA, which is not bullish. Okay. All right. Hefe says, look left, meaning last 6 months, SCOTUS rulings could break the low. Big orange news. I have no idea. I don't know. Hefe, I have no idea. But I just could tell you right now, I could tell you, I don't know what our president's going to do, but I could tell you that the market is choppy right now, choppier than it's been in a very, very, very long time. And we desperately need to break up and be on this side of the Nasdaq. We want to be on the upper, and we want to be right here, not down here. The fact that it's holding here is good, but we need to be here. RSP is just doing fabulous because it doesn't have the mags, right? It doesn't have the mags. SMH is looking pretty good here too. It's still holding above the 8-day. And it looks like this is a pivot, which is good. I'm hoping today's a day up here and not a day down there, because that would give me a chance to take profit on Micron. I want today to be up here instead of down here. But we are finding good support near the 8-day EMA for now. Okay. Mags. Let's look at mags. All right. This is important. That's a downtrend right there. Look. See that? That's a downtrend right there. We need to break this downtrend and come up here. So if we just go sideways right now, it ain't going to be pretty. We need to go up. Let me post this for you. Hopefully this is beneficial for you. Here, I'm going to put this for you. Mags have not broken their downtrend. We need to rally above the red line, at least. Okay? Again, I'm posting all this for you. Would removal, well, Daryl, the last time the market thought the tariffs were going to be removed, when they thought we were going to have a decision, consumer stocks bolted higher than I've seen them in a year. And then when we found out the decision is not coming out, they started going down. So I hope that answers your question, Daryl. Remember the last time they were supposed to come out? Well, we were looking at retail. The market was going straight up, just straight up. Yeah. So I don't know if that'll happen again, but based on what I saw last time, the market is going to skyrocket for at least a couple of days like there's no tomorrow if these consumer stocks and retail stocks, because they're the ones taking it under the chin the most because of these tariffs. So this downtrend has not been broken. That's a problem. Okay. All right. Let me give you levels. Let me give you levels. Levels. Folks love levels. These are my levels from yesterday. I'm going to show you today how I draw these levels in the VIP room, okay? But to be honest with you, I'm not going to change these levels at all. Actually, I will right here. There's my change. I changed the levels right there. That's my change from yesterday, okay? All right. That's my entire change from yesterday. SPY levels, one minor change from yesterday. Okay, just one minor change from yesterday. I took this and I moved it from here to here. Oh, you guys are more than welcome. That's right. That's right, Ralph. Exactly. Okay, let's continue. So keep your eye on these levels because yesterday, boy, oh boy, did they work well. Look at that. We went up here at 4 o'clock. That's my high level yesterday. And then we just came down and look at that. I mean, it's very good. QQQ. Look at that. Whew. Wow. Okay, here's my change from yesterday. There it is. That's my change. All right, I'm going to stick to these. You saw how big of a change I made from yesterday, right? Big change. Big change. QQQ levels. One minor change from yesterday. Okay. Let's do SMH. Let's do SMH. SMH. Do I need to make any changes? Yes. Huge changes. Huge changes. There's my change. See how bad my levels work? Where I have to, in 24 hours, that was the change I had to make. Here, one more change right here. That's it. Those are my changes from yesterday. Yep. Yep, that's it. Those are my, actually, no, I liked it better up here. Yep, that's it. Those are my changes from yesterday. Look at my face in these pictures. SMH levels from yesterday. Very minor changes. Okay. Yeah, the levels are horrible. Yeah, they're horrible, Dr. Luke. The levels are just horrible. Low IQ Johnny depends on the structure. Low IQ Johnny, you're absolutely correct. Assuming the longer term trend are saying the same thing, not what's happening in the middle of the day. No. Yes, horrible levels, just horrible levels. Let's see how IWM. Oh my goodness, look how bad my levels behaved from yesterday. They're so bad that I'm not going to make any changes from them at all. Awful, awful. Today I'll be unveiling the mystery of how I draw these levels for you. IWM levels, no change from yesterday. And it's not because I'm being lazy. It's because there's no need to change anything. Clyde is getting ready to attack Iran. Look, he's preparing for war. He's waiting for my command. All right. No change from yesterday. Okay. How about bond market? Whew. The bond market went out of our range, so we have to completely change it. The fact is, bond market went lower. Okay, we go here, we go there, we go there, and go there. Those are my levels, and I'm sticking to them. Now, just in case we break this level, I'm going to give you another one right there. Okay. Okay, here's bond market. Totally changed from yesterday, okay? Yep, Marines are looking for a few good cats, Eagle Beagle. You like the dancing robots I posted? It's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing that bonds go lower. Bonds go lower means interest rates go higher. If interest rates go higher, it puts pressure on the market. Um, but right now, they're not really doing very much. They're just kind of doing their own thing, really. Okay. Let me give you stocks that I'm looking at for today, and then I'll let you guys go. And I may actually get to work on time today. I don't want Clyde getting upset at me. Not a lot of momentum to the downside, folks. Not a lot of momentum to the downside at all. Hold on a second here. That's a nice look. That's a nice look right there. Workday. All right. Workday, QTWO, and Etsy. I mean, this company, Etsy, honestly, not today. Forget about Etsy. Forget about Etsy. Etsy had earnings. Forget about Etsy. No Etsy. Let's crossing Etsy off. So look at this. Usually, folks, how many stocks do I give you to the short side? You guys have been with me forever, right? 10, 15. Like yesterday, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The day before, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The day before that, we had typical is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, about 10 on average. Today, literally, without Etsy, I've got HPQ, Workday, and QTWO. 3 stocks to the short side. It's just not, yeah, exactly. Just there's nothing there. Look with your own eyes. Look, 52-week lows, 18 stocks total. Look how overextended this is. Look how overextended this is. Look how overextended this is. Look, this is just garbage. Look how overextended this is. Look how overextended this is. This is the one I just gave you. This one doesn't have any momentum. This is too choppy. This is just gappy. This is too gappy. So it's like there's no stocks. No stocks. Yeah, I am, Ralph, by telling you to avoid it. Now, to the upside, let me show you upside. And I'm not suggesting, folks, I'm not trying to tell you that the markets are going to go up because there's no stocks breaking down. What I'm trying to tell you is that we have to be careful. I think Oxy had earnings, so we're gonna get that off of our list, and we're gonna add Halliburton instead. I like all energy stocks right now. Okay, so Halliburton, SLB, they're all looking really good right now. Okay, so SLB, Halliburton, energy stocks are looking really good right now for obvious reason. This stock, FITB, I've had it on my list now for a couple of days. I like how it's bottoming out here. I don't know how liquid the options are though. And this one too, USB Bank. I don't know why this is here. Um, right here, I'm looking for a little more upside. I like what I'm seeing here is what I'm trying to tell you. CF. Yep, even CMG's falling. TTD, let me take a quick look. Yeah, I still like TTD. All right, let's add TTD to our list. TTD still looks good. Yes, TTD. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. TTD still looks good. That one still looks good. It's just not making a new low right now. It's kind of consolidating. But yes, 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 yes. I'll give you that one. CF Industries, low. And folks, this is why we have a group here. So if I miss something, you guys can come in and help me out. I don't pretend to know everything. You know, I wake up at 7 in the morning, 6:45, 7 in the morning. I take a shower. I come here. I get about an hour, about half an hour to do all this research before coming live. So I'm not, I don't stay up at night watching the markets. Right here, 285, 285. And I don't trade pre-open. I never have. I don't like doing that. And I don't like to really trade at night either. So I like this. I like lows if it goes above 285. CSX, that's a Jacksonville company, railroad company. That's a very, very nice that's a very nice pattern right there. Very nice pattern right there. LUV. Let's look at LUV. That's a nice pattern right there. I think Kevin from Carlsbad told us that. Thank you for that, CJ. That is very true. HST, Host Hotels. Not today. Not today. Earnings on Host Hotels. Not today. Erase that. Scratch that. Maybe for a day trade. Maybe for a day trade later in the day. WDC, I still like. Me and Richie were talking about this stock yesterday, actually. It's a nice. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. It's an A line. I'm going to tell Matt that actually right now. Yep. Thank you, Kevin. You're right. Let me just finish this and I'll look at CMG. Just give me a second. Applied Materials still looks good. I would recommend Micron too, but we're currently long Micron. So Johnson Johnson looks good, really good actually. That's a nice clean trend right there. MNST, it's going a little sideways, but I like it. That's a nice chart right there. And last but not least, the one we talked about earlier, RTX, defense stocks. Defense stocks will be in play today, although it's not up right now. LH. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. You wanted me to look at CMG. Let me take a look at it. Oh, this stock is awful. I wouldn't trade this stock with your money. Chipotle, no. Coke. That looks very nice. Very nice. The problem is it's a little overextended. I mean, this is not a tech stock. This is not going to give you that kind of momentum. Um, SYK, no. Crappy stock, choppy as hell, no. Roblox, could be setting up. A little choppy. Okay, we'll add Roblox to our short list. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you Roblox. I'll give you Roblox. Um, Ulta, I was looking at Ulta just the other day, actually. It's very expensive. Nah, not right here. Getting a little choppy over here. I liked it yesterday, not here. Okay, that's what I've got, and I'm sticking to it. I got to go to work, folks, so that I got to get to work. I will see you guys later. Here is the link for this show, in case you missed it. Today, more day trading in the VIP room. Let me give you the links for that, and then I am out. Folks, I will be in the VIP room today. Here's the link for the VIP room. We're going to talk more about day trading. And by the way, we've been on fire. And if you have any questions about stocks you're looking at right now, you can always ask me in the VIP room where I'll be from 12 to 1 Eastern time. And there's the Telegram channel, and here's Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. And I'm sure they're going to have some goodies today. I will see you guys later. Have a great day. My email is roger@rogerscott. No customer service questions, please. But if you have a stock question, I'll gladly answer it. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Folks, be careful today. I don't hate this market, and I want to see if we go a little higher. I'm a little nervous about choppiness, not the downside, choppiness. Choppiness is our problem right now. I love downside momentum. Choppiness is our